Hello, my name is Buddy Harris. I'm the proud CEO and president of Integrity Management Systems. We began operation in January of 2000, so we're approaching our 24th year of operation. That's one of the reasons I don't have any hair left. The purpose of this video, as you and I are not able to be face to face right now, is to let you meet me virtually, look me in my eyes on camera, in the hopes that you can see the passion that I have for our business operation, for the property management industry, and the level of care that the name of our brand is given, and how much we care about our clients and our business operations. You know, we survived the real estate market crash of 2008, 2009. We also survived the pandemic. And along the way, we've learned a lot about the industry. I love telling the story about how we began. We actually started our operation as a property services company. We actually started as a cleaning company almost a quarter of a century ago. And we specialized in vacation rentals and long-term rentals. People always ask, knowing that, what got you into full service property management? And the answer is simple. Through years of contracting with property management companies, we saw glaring holes in the level of services that were provided. And that encompasses a lot of things. With the level of service, it was improper servicing, improper following up and inspections on the services that were provided. And encompasses a lot of other things, such as not answering or returning telephone calls in a timely manner. The same thing with emails, accounting mishaps, and just negligence on the part of the property manager in not doing their due diligence to properly provide for the asset owner what they were being compensated to provide. So that's the simple reason all these years later that we are now a multi-service property management company. A huge selling point with IMS, with our clients, is that because we came from a property services background, in delivering those same property services now as a property manager, we do not outsource those services. We provide those services completely in-house. Why is that important? Number one, we are not at the pricing mercy of another company. Rather than contracting out a plumber who their loyalty will first be given to their primary clients, we're not at their mercy for scheduling, and we're certainly not at their mercy in dictating price to us. So when we give you a price, when we provide pricing for the extraneous services that come with any property management company, we're providing those prices and already knowing what we're compensating our employees, already knowing how much time is built in for the completion of the particular service. And we also control when that service is going to take place. Again, functioning as a subcontractor in the first several years for these property management companies, we realized that there was a lot of things that went on and still go on with scheduling, coordinating, and especially pricing that we simply didn't like. I'll give you an example. If the property management company is compensating the housekeeping group, let's say $100 to clean a 2-bedroom condo, the property manager will turn around and mark up that price over and above what they are paying that cleaning organization. Let's say they mark it at $50. So now they're charging $150. They're compensating the subcontractor $100, and they're making a $50 profit on that individual service in relation to their management fees. We understand that there's some markup with just about any service that's provided. But we just did not like the fact that the client was left in the dark on that, and the property manager was just pretty much able to mark up any item they saw fit to the degree they saw fit. Again, we don't operate that way. I'll go back to the first name of our organization, integrity. And if we do anything right, we operate with complete integrity, high character, and professionalism. I talk about these terms a lot. They mean a lot to us, and it is the only way in which we conduct our operations. That is important to me as a consumer. When I look to partner with a company, with an individual to provide services, whatever that service may be, whether it's purchasing a product or whether it's purchasing a service that I utilize as a consumer, I look for those things. When I read Google reviews, I like to see words such as high character, integrity, fairness, uniformity, and all those things are what IMS is composed of and is comprised of. We will never deviate from that. It's a big part of the reason we've been so successful over the years and continuing our success when a lot of like companies over the past almost quarter of a century are no longer in existence. Let me now switch gears and really get to the nuts and bolts of our operation. So we, from vacation rentals to long-term rentals to levels of community association management where it's a single family property, a multifamily community, a manufactured housing community, a commercial property, we are a front-facing organization. We don't just have front-facing employees who are out in these properties. Organizationally, from myself all the way down, we have a constant visible presence in the communities. We want the people who inhabit these communities, whether it is the store owner in a commercial property, whether it is the individual vacation rental owner who's part of the HOA for a condominium community. We want those people to know who we are. It's important they understand who we are. They understand they have a direct point of contact for issues they may have, but more importantly, that they understand there are multiple people who they can contact if they have an issue, if they have a question, if they have an accounting discrepancy, or they simply want to vent about something that's happening within their community. That is vitally important to us, and that is something that we are steadfast in offering everyone who is a part of the organizations that we work with and the management endeavors that we're a part of. We really don't have specialties. Back when we were a property services organization, for example, we specialized in housekeeping and maintenance. Those were the two big areas. And then shortly thereafter, landscaping. So those were the 2 or 3 areas that we really specialized in, really focused on. As a property manager, we don't have those specializations because we like to think we are very good at all of our endeavors, whether it's a single family community, whether it's a commercial property, whether it's a manufactured housing community. Operating and conducting business in 2 states, we certainly have market segments in certain areas where we have a heavier presence. Myrtle Beach, for example, we have a heavier presence in long-term rentals, short-term vacation rentals, and association management. You take a rural area in North Carolina and compare it to that, and our niche may be long-term rentals where you don't have as many of the other segments of business in that particular area. So again, we prefer to think of ourselves as subject matter experts in all that we're involved in and offer the same levels of service to each of these asset owners, regardless of the niche in that market that they're involved in. I'll close by saying that in viewing this video, you have a big decision ahead of you. You are obviously shopping for a property management company to conduct business with, to work with you in protecting your asset. And there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of people that you can speak with. As I always tell people, do your homework, do your research. I'm taking my sales hat off for a minute, and I'm functioning as a consultant, which is what I consider myself. I'm a consultant. In consulting folks, I simply tell them, do your homework, do your due diligence, and make sure that the decision you arrive at, the solution you go with the property manager, is the best fit for your asset. Do your homework. Read your Google reviews. Make sure, ensure that you understand, number one, the area in which you're operating. If you own a commercial property, you need to first understand the dynamics of that area, whether it's traffic patterns or what have you, before you go select a property manager, and ensure that they also understand the key areas of potential concern in best managing that property. You must first have the necessary expertise before you select that partner to assist you in managing that asset. But from there, you've done your research, you've had your conversations, you understand how your potential management partner conducts business, you've read their materials and their data. By the way, we offer a comprehensive, I believe it's a 25-page prospectus, which outlines how we conduct business, and it drills down to the most minute of details regarding how frequently we inspect a property, for example. Make sure that you've read that. Whether you get that from us or someone else, you need to understand what that looks like and how that works, and get that in writing. Again, ours is very comprehensive. It is not something you're going to sit down in 30 minutes and read. And it's meant to fully educate that potential consumer in how we conduct business, an overview and the flow of property management in general, and really what to expect, not only from us as a property manager, but what you should expect from your property manager. So in closing, again, the purpose of this video is the fact that you're obviously visiting our website, most likely. You're not able to see me face-to-face or meet me face-to-face and have these discussions until we get to the point of scheduling that. And I simply want you to be able to get face-to-face with me virtually so you can understand the level of care that we put into the operation of our business in surviving as long as we have. All the many things we've learned over the years in morphing from a property services organization to a full service property management organization that, oh, by the way, self-performs all of its property services. And really put a name with a face, because I promise you this, at some point along the way, whether you own a single vacation rental unit or a multi-locational retail property, a long-term rental, a one-building multifamily community, at some point, and most likely sooner rather than later, you and I are going to have a discussion. And I'm going to convey a lot of the things that I've said in this video to you. So I hope this has enlightened you a bit about what IMS does, where we came from, our humble beginnings, how we've grown, and how we operate and conduct business. I'd love to speak with you. And just know that in speaking with you, my primary objective is to function as a consultant. I'm not the sales manager. I'm not the sales rep. But relating to our organization, I am the head consultant. I am the head cheerleader, because I love and care more about our operation, obviously, than anyone does. And I care about your asset and the property management, the proper management of that asset, whether it's IMS managing your asset or another organization. So thank you for your time, and I hope to have an opportunity to speak with you very soon.